I wanted to welcome everybody to the official introduction of the Foothills Fieldhouse / Performance Center, actually. We're very pleased that you could attend this event and celebrate the new chapter in sports in Calgary. I'm Mike McCuska. I'm the president of our Calgary Youth Club, and very proud to be here today and unveil our new home for Calgary's first and only Fieldhouse. Just a few facts and figures just to put things into perspective for everybody. Prior to this, the largest surface you could rent in Calgary was the West Soccer Center at about 17,000 square feet. This facility alone has 85,000 square feet of turf. This field is an international size FIFA pitch. The field product that is installed is called Field Turf Revolution. This is a FIFA A grade turf and is currently used on notable university and stadium fields around North America. The turf used by leading NFL and MLS clubs, and we are excited to bring this level of quality to Calgary. Examples of others using this turf are the Seattle Sounders at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Gillette Stadium that houses the New England Patriots, Ford Field in Michigan, just to name a few. The facility also boasts a 2,000 square foot gym area. This is our performance area for our sports science department that provides athletic training requirements for the modern athlete. This is a major achievement for a youth club and truly brings a world-class environment to Calgary. Comparing other clubs in Canada, which are pro clubs, mind you, our 85,000 square foot is over twice as large as Toronto FC's training house outside of Kia Field, which is at about 40,000 square feet, and 90% larger than FC Edmonton's training venue at Clark Field at about 44,000 square feet. We all know that the Fieldhouse in Calgary is very important, and we have been planning this for 4 years from start to finish. I'm extremely honored and proud to be a part of the team that was able to make Calgary's first Fieldhouse a reality using private dollars in a struggling economy, and one of the very few youth clubs owned and operated facilities in North America. This will be a great benefit to the development of players in Foothills, but also will have an impact on all the youth in Calgary, Alberta, and Canada. No more school gyms, and now always wearing your cleats. What we consider a multi-sport, multi-user facility, other users will be using the facility approximately 50% of the time. Some of those we expect will be Calgary women's soccer, ultimate frisbee, football groups from across Calgary, Calgary Board of Education for daytime physical education programs, and many more. This also allows Calgary to host national and international tournaments and competitions during the winter periods that we have not been able to do so previously. This provides much needed tourism dollars coming to Calgary and the related economic stimulus. We look forward to working with numerous user groups to bring elite level events to Calgary. Foothills Soccer has had a vision to bring a world-class soccer environment to Calgary, and this is an important step. There's no one more fitting than the passionate Tommy Wheeldon to talk about Foothills' vision and how this facility is a key piece of achieving our goals. Tommy?
Welcome to the future. Feels good to say that because we've sat in our current facility for about 5 years looking at drawings of this place. And every week, myself and the staff would come by just to see the frame going up. And every day it got a bit more real. And to look today in the eyes and the faces of players as old as the PDL and UWS team, to the parents, to the grassroots festival that was coming in, was worth all that time it took to put this into action. This is huge. We started, I joined the club 10 years ago. We had 300 kids. And we had a discussion about how do we make an impact. We wanted to change the landscape of Canadian soccer. We didn't want to wait for the governing bodies to say, hey, this is what you need to do. We wanted to be part of the solutions. So what we did, along with the staff and the board members here, was we sat down and we started putting little blocks of achievable milestones. We built ourselves a club, we built ourselves a vibrant academy that have had successful players go over to, and we know the Owen Hargreaves story, that was before our time. Kevin McKenna captained his country, but the more recent ones of Charlie Trafford, Sam Adekubi, Sarah Kinser and Maya Jones that have pulled on the Maple Leaf of Canada are proud days for us. We've got players that have signed for Chelsea's academy, West Ham's academy, Whitecaps academy. We've had 12 players go there, and we've started to gain a traction of developing world-class talent. And our next part of that was to develop a pathway for players beyond the age of 17, because everything started to peter off. So we looked around North America and thought, how can we do that? So we created a PDL franchise. And we did it with sweat, equity, and put our own dollars and cents into it. And we brought out local players who stood behind you now, and they went on a Cinderella story. Last year we went all the way to the championship, and we show that we can do it. And I think that what we've got to do now is have that growth mindset to be difference makers. And we thought once we did that, we had to do something else. And we see the growth of the game with the Canada World Cup in 2015. We've seen how popular that was. We had to mirror something similar for the women's. And we tried with a different league called the W League back at the time. And it folded on the day we'd been accepted to be it, or a couple of days. So we waited patiently, and the next one, we've created the UWS team, which is the equivalent to where we're at right now, and the second highest tier in North America, and the highest team league in Canada. And we keep pushing the boundaries. So when, like Mike said, there was a downturn in the economy, we didn't go to the city saying, hey, listen, we'd love this. We went to different people and said, this is our vision, this is what we want to do. We want to change the game. We want to make an impact in Canadian soccer. And that field behind you where you can see kids running around and you'll see people playing in here of all walks of life, that's the difference maker. So while it's nice to look back at the national championships that we've won, as I believe now the last stats that came in, we've won more national medals than any other club in the country. Wow. Yeah, thanks. Menenchi giving us a woo-woo. It's that is something that we're proud of, but we're in the business of creating people. And what this does, and you can't underestimate the fact that when kids walk in through here and they see the old players and the grassroots players, there's a cultural interaction that goes on, and it's vibrant. We used to be a club that would train out of school gyms with fuzzy balls, and sometimes over the Christmas period there'd be band practice in there, so you could only have a corner of a gym. And you would never see anyone through the winter. Well, I laugh, I see a few players that have been, even Colin Mackay is one of our longest alumni. These are days that we want to change. We want people to grow and inspire them. We've created a culture of excellence here at Calgary Foothills, and it's a humbling day for me and my staff and the players around to be a part of it. What we want to do now is we want to keep pushing. We want to make sure that if the 2026 Men's World Cup comes to Canada, we've got players that have come through this building and come through our club that will be ready to fight for the country. And that's the why behind this place.
Well, thanks very much. You know, it's always dangerous to say, here's the mayor who will say a few words. The mayor has never in his life said only a few words. The good news is that I'm the one on the podium and not my colleague, Councillor Jean-Carlo Carra, who doesn't know the meaning of a few words. But Jean-Carlo is here with us today, so thanks for being here, Jean-Carlo. Thanks for your constant support of sport and recreation in this city and building great facilities. Are we in your world right now? Is this word now?
We are.
Wonderful. I was going to say, it's the very end of it, isn't it? Wonderful. Well, it's great to have you here, and thank you for all your support of this project. Isn't today an amazing day? Look at this place. When these guys came to see me a few months ago and they're like, oh no, it'll be done. It'll be finished in June. I wasn't sure that I was entirely convinced it would be, but it's magnificent. Congratulations. This is really a wonderful asset, a wonderful facility for the city. Because, you know, investing in sport and in recreation and investing in our young people is an incredibly important thing for us to do as we build community every single day. And, you know, I've been all over the city today, as I am every day, talking to people who are building community in different ways. I was at the opening of a new animal shelter today. I was with a bunch of people who love ham radio and have figured out how to use community radio to manage in times of natural disaster. And here we are today celebrating one of the most successful nonprofits in our community, Foothills. And it really is an incredible story. You don't need me to tell you this incredible story. From a little youth soccer club into this incredible juggernaut of sport and bringing people into community every single day. And I gotta say, who can forget that amazing Cinderella story getting up to the national championships with the PDL team last year? Oh my God. It really, yeah, we can hear about that. And there will be much more of that. And can I say I'm also, as someone who was lucky enough to be at the gold medal match for women's football and the bronze medal match for women's football in the last 2 Olympics, I have a real love for the women's sport. And I am thrilled to see what's going on with the women's sport here in Calgary and how that is going to continue to be a place of great strength for us with these amazing players coming out of this club. So congratulations on that as well. I don't want to go on forever. Well, I do, but there are other people that you want to hear from. But I do want to just say that this is such a beautiful example of what happens when people who are passionate about community do something and decide to do something incredible for community. And Foothills has been doing that in our community for a really, really long time. One of my best friends is involved at the very high levels in soccer in Ontario. And she says there are 3 rules about soccer. Rule number 1, there is always soccer. Doesn't matter what day of the week or what time of the day, there is always soccer. Rule number 2, soccer people are crazy. Rule number 3, soccer people's craziness translates into a real passion, not just for the beautiful game, but for the community. And that is really what we see here every single day. So I just want to say congratulations on continuing a great tradition at Foothills, a great tradition of building community, and I cannot wait to see this beautiful facility used every single day from grassroots level. One of these days I'll figure out which net I'm aiming for. That was a political analogy. I'll never figure that out. Right down to, as you say, those people who will be wearing the maple leaf and playing for this nation in World Cups and in the Olympics. So I'm thrilled to be here at the beginning of that, and I just cannot wait to see what kind of memories are made here. Congratulations to everyone.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today is a great day for soccer in Canada, and an even greater day for soccer in the city of Calgary. On behalf of the more than 60,000 TELUS team members who believe that in order to do well in business, we must first do good in the communities in which we live, work, and serve, I can tell you that it is a great honor to be here today. This is an outstanding opportunity for soccer, not only in this city, but indeed in the country. And I could not imagine a more outstanding organization than Foothills. It is a great honor. It is a great privilege to be part of the Foothills organization. We have outstanding leadership. We have outstanding vision. The coaching staff, the coaches, and of course the players are of the highest caliber. The PDL men, the professional women are just the beginning. You inspire the girls, you inspire us, you inspire the boys, and indeed you inspire all of us to do our part to ensure that there will always be soccer in the city of Calgary. So Tommy, Danny, Michael, thank you very much for all that you do. We're very proud to be your sponsor.
Don't want my nose in there.
Take now heads.
My father was a martyr. Shall we?
1, 2, 3.